Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to this session where we have already discussed about the various features of the two markets and its price determination. Next, we have to discuss about the other forms of market and its price determination. So, we have already discussed about the perfectly competitive market and the monopolistic competition. Next, we'll discuss about the other type of market which is known as the monopoly market. So, children, monopoly. I think you would have heard this word monopoly. Monopoly means what? The word meaning itself, it is a domination of a person, isn't it? So, here also a single domination we can see here. That is, a monopoly means it is a market situation where there exists a single seller selling such a good which has no close substitutes. That means, yes, here we can see only one seller. Not more sellers will be there as in the perfectly competitive market. Only one seller with what is that? Which products has no close substitutes. All are differentiated products. And here I told you, as he is only the single seller, he is the one who determines the price. So as if in the perfect competition, he is not the price taker. He is a price maker in this monopoly market. And 100% of the market share is with this monopolist. So that is the monopoly market. And what are the features of the monopoly market? The first one is single seller. And the large number of buyers will be there in this market. No close substitutes. All the quantity of the commodities are differentiated one. So, no close substitutes will be there for such products. Next one is price discrimination prevails in this market. Because as the monopolist is the price fixer, he can discriminate the prices. He can sell, yes, he can sell the products at a higher prices or at the lower prices. And no selling costs are there for this market. In my previous module, I have discussed about the selling cost, isn't it? So here also no such selling cost incurred for selling the products in this market, because as they are all differentiated products. And what about the demand curve in this monopoly market? It is relatively inelastic demand curve. That means it does not changes. The demand does not changes according to the prices. So then what about the average revenue and the marginal revenue curves? That average revenue is greater than the marginal revenue curves, and they are downward sloping curve, isn't it? Here demand curve in the monopoly, the demand curve is also downward sloping. What it represents? It is perfectly inelastic one. So no changes in the demand at all. Then what about the entry and the exit of the firms, children? No free entry and exit of the firms. Nobody can freely enter or exit from the market. But in perfect competitive market, I told you that complete freedom is left for the buyers and the sellers. So these are the different features of the monopoly market. So I hope all the features of the market is clear for you. And on this basis, let me explain the what price determination under the monopoly market. And here are the few examples of the monopoly market. Which are they? Indian Railways and the Indian Post. That is, the domination entirely rests with them. Understood? So this is the example of the monopoly market. Then monopoly curves and its price determination is graphically represented here. Here we can see that in the y-axis, the price and the marginal cost and the average cost curves are taken. And in the x-axis, the quantity is taken. So here we can see the demand curves. What's the shape of the demand curve, children? It is downward sloping demand curve. And in this monopoly market, the demand curve is also equal to average revenue curve. Understood? As it is perfectly inelastic demand curve, that's why the demand curve is, what is that? It is sloped down. So downward sloping demand curve. And here also we can see the equilibrium price and the quantity is determined at a point where the marginal cost entirely, yes, it intersects the marginal revenue curve. The point is determined where the marginal cost curve cuts the marginal revenue curve. So there the price as well as the quantity is determined. And here also we can see the average cost curve. Isn't it? It's average cost curve also. What about that? It is less than the price. Average cost is less than the price. And let me tell you that as they use more and more technology in this, innovations of a product, their cost also gets reduced. So that's why we can see the marginal cost. They can produce all the products at a reduced cost. So that's why the marginal cost is less than the marginal revenue also. Why? Because they can reap the advantages from the technologies and they can produce more and more products at the reduced cost. That's why the marginal cost, we can see the marginal cost is very less compared to the marginal revenue. And they can reap more profits also. Because their cost is very less, so they can, reap more profits. That's why the marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost curve. So children, this is the way how the equilibrium price is determined in the monopoly market also, where MC is equal to MR. There, at that point, the equilibrium price as well as the quantity is determined. So children, I hope the explanation related to this monopoly and the price determination of the monopoly curve is so precise for you. So thank you children for watching this video.